Okay, there we go. Connection's better, everything seems better. Ugh, gonna be annoying having to put this in a VOD, or like, splice these VODs together, but I'm relearning Volt
I
Switch.
don't think it will be.
Oh, it's a little annoying. What would you drop here, do you think? Like, I've come to really value the guaranteed hits.
Oh, either flamethrower or discharge, I'd say.
I think I'm gonna drop Discharge, yeah, because it's just the double battles where you need the spread, where it actually is valuable.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I need to, do I have a lava cookie left? I do, I have one. So Torkoal needs to go down to exactly how much HP? I actually wrote all this down in a document, like this whole flowchart, because it's complicated. Torkoal must be at 164. I think that's 7 HP needs to lose. Yep. Okay. No, remember. Okay. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 164. This is just to make sure that certain range at the very end is exactly consistent. Okay. So the lead needs to be the Nitsu in slot 2, where the Gyarados will be, and Kami in slot 1. The items need to be Wide Lens for the 99 accurate Poltergeist, which I am relying on. Miracle Seed, though I think it doesn't really matter, it could be that or Wise Glasses. A couple people get Citrus Berries that I don't have very many of. And Tomorrow needs one, and Yome needs one. It doesn't matter what Zenitsu or, actually, I think I do want a Citrus Berry on Torkoal, just in case. It won't mess up any pre-damage ranges or anything like that. I believe? Let me just make sure that that's true. I've been punished before by just taking Citrus Berry, like, surely it couldn't hurt, but it could.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there are actually some worlds. I mean, I have Shell Armor, I don't need to play around crits. If it's Wood Hammer here, and then Terrain Pulse, and then a second Wood
You
Hammer.
can think through the exact numbers, like...
Yeah, there's no need to get weird with it. If I'm at 164, then... One Wood Hammer doesn't even put me in Citrus Berry range anyway. So then it would always be Terrain Pulse, and then if I switch in again, then I'm down 50%. I would, like, minimum? Yeah, okay. Citrus Berry, I guess if it's double Mineral, it could be not Terrain Pulse afterwards in some weird worlds. Yeah, I actually don't want Citrus Berry here. And then for Zenitsu, I'll give it a Charcoal, I think is the only thing that could matter for really weird rolls. Although it is in the rain. But it's either clicking its neutral Flamethrower in the rain, or its quad-resisted, electric moves. Although, that electric move would be a Volt Switch, so maybe that is better. I think Wise Glasses are the way to go.
On
Zenitsu.
Manectric?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here goes... Almost.
Almost. A little bit of a run back. I'm so close to Fortree. Flannery Split was a lot longer than this, but this is kind of like a very concentrated dose of difficulty.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Winona Split. Like you're coming up on the gym now. Like it feels a lot shorter than I expected.
Compared to Flannery Split, which was super, super long, yeah. And then I know Tate and Liza Split is just, like, horrifyingly long.
Super long, super long. It's like all of the Evil Team stuff.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
I mean, it's from Mount Pyre to the end of, like, Aqua Hideout, right? That's that insane amount.
Yep, that's true. That's everything except for like the Seafloor Cavern. Which has
Permanent Aurora Veil, is that right?
permanent Aurora
Yeah,
Veil.
very
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
Just bring a Brick Break mod. Easy.
yeah. Well, I actually have a Psychic Fangs Best Legion, which, like, there's a world where that's good enough.
Oh,
for some
well,
stuff.
that also it works.
Yeah. Okay,
I forget about Psychic Fangs all the time.
I know. So here's the deal. That's just gonna make sure that all of my switch invading is proper. Swampert, I need to. First off is Gyarados, and I need Gyarados to go into Dragapult after I Volt Switch into Torkoal. So that needs to be on the Gyarados' side, which is the second, or not on its side, on the opposite side. But it's also in slot 2. So then that's Dragapult facing that slot. Then Ludicolo will kill the Swampert, and that baits in Toxicroak on the first slot. From there, I do the double switch. Bascule Legion is now in where Torkoal was in slot 2, and Hariyama is then in where Ludicolo was in slot 1. And I'm killing the slot 2 Mon with... Yeah, okay, and then that just goes down the line of slow kill. Perfect. Okay, so as long as Zenitsu starts in slot 2, this should all be okay. Unless there's like left man glitch, or left guy glitch, I don't know what it's called.
I mean, it's a bug. You save and reload if that happens.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I have the line. I guess I'll explain it step by step for my own benefit too as I get in here. Mackenzie, I know you
Yeah,
only
talk
caught
it
like
through.
a part of it. So I was lagging out so bad.
I was able to kind of follow along.
Okay. There are a couple...
It's interesting. It's cool that you're able to kind of kill down the line, except for like Magnezone.
A little bit, yeah. Like Magnezone and Executor are where it gets awkward, and I can't just do that
Yeah.
to Toxicroak either. I need to like be
Right.
a little bit more tactful. The main pain point is if I miss the 1% Poltergeist on the Dragapult, like I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I probably have to sack like 3 things.
Very cool.
Very Mondo cool. And then there's a crit on Guillaume specifically, when it could also target it to Jinbei. Then like ranges get really weird when I switch after that, but I think it should still always be fine with this pre-damage. Okay. And because of shell armor as well. Alright, I'm ready to go. That music,
Get ambushed. It's
Is
funny,
there-
you also have to fight her like pretty early in the next split too, because she's like right in Lily Cove.
Really?
It's also brutal. Yeah. Crack slots?
Did I take Miracle Seed on
Yes.
Kami?
Crack slots. Hope so.
If I didn't, this is a range. Really, I did, right? Why didn't I just double check? This is correct slots. I did take Miracle Seed. Past me's got it unlocked.
Check everything else.
Just got paranoid for a sec. Wise Glasses is right. Citrus Berry, Wide Lens, no item.
None. And you did check that through in the Pokemon Center. That
I
was-
did. I just didn't remember if I had checked, which means I didn't remember if I had done it.
Right.
Okay, so I need to fake out the Swampert, who is about to Mega Evolve, and Volt Switch the Gyarados.
Roshi gets a Mega Swampert, you don't even get a Mega Blaziken?
I know! It's messed up. Okay, great. Got paranoid for a second.
Such
That
a
might
funny
not
animation.
just
Goodbye,
leaving
Zenitsu.
slowly. Yeah. Okay, so this should always bait Dragapult on the Torkoal. Dragapult doesn't see kills into Kami when Kami's at full, and neither does Swampert. I had to find a line that immediately killed Gyarados, because any other line, if I wanted to like kill Swampert first, anything I was using to bait could have gotten Muddy Water out of Gyarados, and that meant like an accuracy drop on the Ludicolo immediately just absolutely ruins me.
Just ruins everything.
Mhm.
Yikes.
We Dragapult. Okay, great. Okay, now the deal is, because I scaled speed on my Ludicolo last fight, when I kill this Swampert, it should be into Toxicroak instead of Magnezone, because they both see kills, but Toxicroak is faster, so it'll go for a fast kill.
Oh, and you outspeed Magnezone only because he scaled.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, and then I protect here. This Dragapult's not Clear Body, or not Infiltrator. Infiltrator doesn't hit through Protect, that's Unseen Fist.
Infiltrator doesn't hit through Protect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
It
making
just hits
sure.
through, like 7.
Yeah. Energy Ball and Protect. The big puzzle of this, honestly, was
Bonk.
I needed to get max value out of the mons that like I'm already bringing, like finding ways to possibly get
Yeah.
Torkoal in on future stuff, figure out who can actually get more value.
Right. Just finding slot compression where it might exist.
Yeah, exactly. It's Toxicroak for fast kill. Great. Okay, so this is always, always, always Hydro Pump into Roshi and Poison Jab into Kami, 100% of the time. So
So, Metagross switch?
not
No,
Metagross.
not Metagross,
I go on the Kami slot, I go into Sentamaru. To eat the Poison Jab, okay. Crit gets a little awkward, and Crit Poison would get Mondo awkward. This thing's not Poison Touch, but Gunk Shot Miss also might be awkward. Oh, did I not even consider that? If it's Gunk Shot Miss, there are worlds where Magnezone doesn't see that Thunder kills anymore. Okay, I'll cross that bridge if I get there. It's like half of the worlds after Gunk Shot.
And what's coming in? It's Jinbei for the Hydro
Yes,
Pump?
for the Hydro Pump, Jinbei comes in. Please hit this Gunk Shot. Maybe this wasn't a viable line just because of this. Maybe it's this just fine. No crit. Great, okay. I would ideally like to see no crit. Okay, no poison? That's okay. I think that the Magnezone can Flash Cannon is the problem now.
Yeah, no poison.
It's gonna be close. If it was crit poison, then that would have been there. Okay. Let's see. Let me just look at my calcs. Hariyama is on how much HP exactly? 119? Cross Chop just has a higher crit chance. Oh, it's just so awkward. I think it's just a full 50-50 on Gunk Shot or Cross Chop now. Yeah, okay. And from Magnezone, it can totally be Flash Cannon. Oh no. If it's Cross Chop and Flash Cannon, Mudsdale can't slow kill Toxicroak anymore. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Mudsdale probably has to die. Regardless, I think this turn is always the same. It's Fake Out into Toxicroak. I had a bit of a panic attack when I thought for a second that Electric Drain was Psychic Drain and Fake Out wouldn't work, but this does work. And then Poltergeist into Dragapult. Always fast kill, except for 1% of the time when it misses even with Wide Lens. Please hit. Okay. I saw the second line of text without anything else there, and I almost lost my mind. Because I thought that was about to transition into Poltergeist missed. Uh... Reskin doesn't matter here at all. Okay, I mean, Magnezone sees Slow Kill into Sentamaru. Or sees Fast Kill into Sentamaru, rather specifically. It sees Slow Kill into
Sorry,
Jinbei.
I've been muted for a bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Right. It always sees Thunder into Sentamaru. And it also always sees Flash Cannon. It's a 50-50 between them. It can never be Electro Web, thank God.
Are we right, because it sees kill.
Yeah. And then, yeah, this is also just... I mean, it's more likely Cross Chop, but barely. If this is Gungshot Thunder, things will be okay. If it's a decent roll of Flash Cannon plus Cross Chop, I mean, I could just lose... I could lose Mudsdale right now if everything goes poorly. If it's like Cross Chop
I don't really
crits.
have an answer for Toxicroak.
I mean, I could send in Zenitsu, and I have Psychic Fangs as well. Like, I would just need a mon that can stall it out, like Kami even with Fake Out. It would just get super awkward. I think I just have to go
full
for it.
steer at that point.
Yeah. Thunder is still most likely. Well, no, Thunder's 50-50. Gunkshot is still more likely. I think if it's Flash Cannon plus Gunkshot, it's still okay with Citrus Berry. Unless then I get Cross-Top Crit. So it's 1 in 4 for the worst possible world, and then stuff is just so ruined.
Why does Jinbei's back sprite look like that?
Yeah. Okay, so I need to Liquidation the Magnezone. I need to not kill the Toxicroak right now.
Alright.
It is
This
Liquidation.
doesn't set off Custap, right?
It doesn't, no. Even with crits. Gunkshot miss! Thunder? Okay, oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
That was
Wow,
always a
save.
possibility.
Oh my god.
Okay. So now it doesn't matter what Toxicroak was clicking. Oh, thank god. I mean, it was, like, I hit the lower, like, 10%-ish for the Gunshot miss plus crits in that range, especially for that to even be possible, but I'm glad it didn't actually fully go through. That was probably, like, a 5% for this entire, like, line to completely splinter into pieces. Okay, so, wait, oh no, I just realized. This isn't gonna kill Toxicroak. Dryskin healed it back up into its Focus Sash.
Oh, this is facts. This is correct. Is that really bad for Gyome?
No, and it's also okay for Jinbei. I just need another... This will make the endgame a little bit more awkward. The gist is... After I kill Magnezone, I have to do it with Jinbei, and it has to be with Superpower for it to be a guarantee. It'll then bait... I mean, the only one left is Alolan Executor. And it'll always see Slow Kill into Gyome, even at full health. Just making sure that that's true. I mean, it's like Woodhammer, yeah. It's 109% into Gyome. So, no matter what, it's always going for Fast Kill into Gyome with Woodhammer. Because Gyome is crazy, crazy slow. This strategy effectively works at all, because Gyome and Roshi are both, like, stupidly slow. They bait kills from everything. So even though Bast probably has to stay on the field and click Psychic Fangs to finish off the Toxicroak, that's okay, because it's not going to get blown up immediately by Woodhammer. And in fact, because of my pre-damage, I'll actually be able to leave it in for a turn. It's just like the Eye of Papa-Berry Harvest stuff can now start going wrong, because I don't have Hariyama in next turn. Okay. It's fine. It has to be the same here. It's High Horsepower into Toxicroak, and Superpower into Magnezone. Yeah, for a while I thought that maybe Toxicroak could, if its sash was broken, it would start vacuum waving, because it sees I have fast kill, but it prioritizes fast kills that it sees over the get out sped.
I see.
It is cross chop. Fangly Hair might matter, but I don't think it will. And the plus side is that Guillaume's... Yeah, god damn it, I can't believe I didn't realize this. Fake Out doesn't break this thing's sash if I don't kill it right away. I wonder if I could have gone Silk Scarf. No, I couldn't have. There's no way. Okay, so this is...
mattered? It would have had more turns of dry skin, right? Like at least one more turn.
Before I hit it? I mean, if... what I was thinking is if Hariyama's Fake Out always, like, took it past... Like, if I Guts burned, maybe? Oh, no. Then the HP ranges get so awkward on crits and yada yada. Like, it's all just sort of inconsistent. I've been cooking this fight for 3 hours. I'm sad that I missed that. Okay, so yeah, this is always Woodhammer into Guillaume.
Does it see kills into Jinbei, or does it just see a slow kill?
Into Jinbei? It sees slow kill into Jinbei. It sees fast kill into Guillaume. That's the point.
Gotcha.
It'll always prioritize the fast kill over the slow kill. I think the thing is, it can... I think this Toxicroak can now Vacuum Wave that slot, which is sort of bad for Torkoal, because it takes a chunk from this. And this is a Wood Hammer, eh?
Oh, it can Vacuum Wave the, Wait, what can it Vacuum Wave?
I think it can Vacuum Wave the Mudstale slot, because...
Oh.
Because, yeah, it doesn't actually see kills.
The fish is a ghost.
It would have to be Mudstale, yeah. I mean, and Torkoal can come in... Let me just think. I should plan this. Everything that's left. What little there is. I've, you know, narrowed down the timelines. I should be able to find a winning one. So, yeah, this is always Wood Hammer into Guillaume. I'm at -1 attack and defense now on my fish. I'm pretty sure I just have to outspeed Psychic Fangs. Like, there's no other alternative. The question is, what do I switch into? Because this would take 30%, and then another, like, it could be as low as, like, 45. Then it could start baiting Dragon Hammer or Terrain Pulse. Okay, I mean, on the plus side, Manectric often lives even a Dragon Hammer. Even if it is Vacuum Wave into that slot, and even if they're high rolls, I can go Manectric. Well, I can protect for a turn, for sure, no matter what. I just don't have the turn economy that I did before, because I have to spend an extra turn here with Basket Legion. Look, I don't have good damage into this thing. My plan was that I can Blender it if I get a Fake Out off. Maybe I should still think about that. How do I make that Blender happen? Because Hariyama's Fake Out does 10%, and Ludicolo's does 7%. And they each have 4 of them left. Okay, here's what has to happen. It's kill Toxicroak with Mask, switch it to Torkoal, and from Torkoal, because you're not baiting Woodhammer again no matter what, you can then go into Ludicolo safely. As you switch into Hariyama. And then Ludicolo can Fake Out while Hariyama knocks off? Does that work?
Wait, if there's one mon left, can't you just like switch back and forth and press Fake Out until it dies? I guess you don't have enough.
The main reason that the Fake Out Blender doesn't work is because it has an Ayapapa Berry and Harvest, which means that if I'm just like chipping it down over and over, that's why I need to knock off this thing's Ayapapa Berry so it can't harvest it. A harvest only activates when it's used the berry.
Yeah.
But I can actually sort of Blender it. To do a proper Fake Out Blender, you do need 3 Pokemon that can do it. However, Torkoal is effectively one of those because it can switch in and protect, which baits an attack into it always because it's the slowest thing on the field. And then you bring in another mon that can fake out on the protecting turn. Right, okay, so it does have to be into Torkoal right now. I hope that this isn't Vacuum Wave, because if it's not, I can use Torkoal again for, like, actually coming in on an attack later, in all likelihood. Oh, gotta go back to the game. Great, okay, no Vacuum Wave. Interesting. I guess because if it wanted to Vacuum Wave Jinbei, if it saw that Jinbei killed, and it wanted to get that fast bit of chip, maybe it saw Vacuum Wave couldn't actually hit it, and then it didn't know that it could Vacuum Wave the other slot?
Maybe. That's funny.
This is Woodhammer. Okay. I'm a little bit off A here. Okay, so yeah, I think the turns will work out here. I have to protect on Roshi, go into Hariyama. Hariyama will knock off. Next turn, at the same time, I switch into Kami on the Dragon Hammer, who always lives crits. And then the fruit is knocked off.
Is Sentamaru okay?
Yes, Sentomaru's faster than Executor. And that means that it's always going to be attacking. Because I pre-damage this, even minimum roll of Woodhammer on my Torkoal will always bait Terrain Pulse afterwards. No matter what.
Oh, okay.
That's why I specifically did that. Yeah. And would you look at that? It was nearly a mineral. It was one above. If I was at full health, then this could just be like attacking into the other slot. This could be a Woodhammer on Jinbei, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but no, this is always exactly Terrain Pulse now, which is great, because I can actually, on Terrain Pulse, I could even go into Manectric, and then that baits Woodhammer or Dragon Hammer, go back into Torkoal, always live, and then it's like random move. I have so many turns to fuck around now, basically. Do some chip, do some damage, while the other slot does whatever it wants. So
you're kind of fine.
I think so. Yeah. I click Protect here, and I go into Sentamaru.
Have you ever had any close calls with like accidentally clicking an explosion or something?
Yeah, I've had some like moments where I went a little too fast, and I was like, oh, I need to be a little more careful, because my hand was on that button for a little too long. Okay, so yeah, now, this is exactly Terrain Pulse. I don't think it's...
Or switch to Zenitsu.
Zenitsu... No, the problem is that Zenitsu... Like, I do need the Fake Out next turn, basically, in order to get this blender started, so...
Right.
And Kami can eat everything just fine always, yeah, okay. I mean, on the other hand, I know it's never Woodhammer into that slot. Can I go back into Gene? No, I need the Fake Outs, yeah. How do I end this Fake Out blender is the thing. Once I run out of Fake Outs and I've done, like, you know, 60%, I can go back into Basque Legion and go for another Poltergeist, I guess? That's pretty gross. I don't want to do that, because that's a 1% miss. And it doesn't have a berry. I actually can't. Well, I could go into, if I end it with, like...
Oh, it's just not a move that works.
Yeah. If I end it with a switch into Hariyama, which I can totally do, I can get double, like, you know, CC plus superpower, and that'll definitely kill it at the end of this. Okay, so... Yeah, this blender was always a part of this end game. I'm glad I had a little bit of wiggle room, but I didn't even realize I had. Okay, so yeah, Roshi goes into Kami. Sentamaru. Fix knockoff. Actually, if I'm in here right now, why wouldn't I click a button and Fake Out? There's no reason not to, right?
True. Because you have you have Fake Out active on Sentamaru? No, you don't.
Yeah, I haven't clicked the button. I just brought him in.
Oh, true. Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess the problem would be like bringing him into Iapapa with a crit, which I don't think you do.
I don't think I can do. If
Not
it's
in
Heat
range,
Wave,
really.
like Clear Smog does a little. I could fish for a Heat Wave burn, just do a little bit extra. Fake Out will never ever do that much damage, yeah. No point Clear Smogging, but yeah. This is actually the optimal thing to do if I'm worried about the damage thresholds.
Yeah.
Yes. Just making sure that I didn't want to be wrong about the fact that it was active.
Because Terrain Pulse does just kill Roshi, right?
Yes, it absolutely does.
That's yeah.
I mean, I can actually protect again this turn while I knock off.
That's true. Do you need the tempo of bringing in Fake Out right now, though?
No, because I mean, it would be the same either way, right? It's Ludicolo is eating the random hit no matter what.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I know this is Terrain Pulse. I can just protect again. Fake Out plus Protect in this endgame is very, very strong. Knock off the Eye of Papa Berry. Will not be getting that back. It's Terrain Pulse again? Yeah, okay. I think I can just actually kill its DC now. Yeah, 42%? I mean, I'll go into Ludicolo too, who never dies to anything. Okay.
Yeah, but surely, yeah.
Okay.
That's funny. The Discord stream like lagged out for a second, and there was just like a 10 seconds of silence, followed with blah blah blah, and the screen cut to the executor just being gone.
Omae wa mou shinderu. Deathless. Deathless,
Cool.
1 scale, and that scale is on Volt Switch.
Yeah, fairly low risk as well, except for like the weirdness in the middle. But
It ended up being okay.
fly, you can fly now.
I can I don't have to do the run back anymore. Oh my god.
No, yeah, you have to.
Oh,
you have to
for a little bit.
You
Okay.
have to-
Okay.
Although you are quite close to Fortree.
Get the hell out of here, Scott. Dude, is that Scott the Waz?
And now you just need to cook all of the remaining fights before Fortree without having to go back to Malville.
I've been sitting at this desk for like close to 4 hours already. I'm done. I mean, that went about as well as it possibly could have. I'd like to look over that and think about what my odds were of things going horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, never punished. Goodbye, stream.